friends, welcome. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any uploads. Okay, let's start. Stranger Things, yes! I know I look nothing like Elle, but I wanted to make an inspired look on her anyway, so here it is. So Stranger Things is a Netflix original, and season 3 just came out, and of course I binge watched it. Yes. So it's set in 1985, Hawkins, Indiana, and summer is heating up. School's out, and there's a brand new mall in town, and the Hawkins crew are on the cusp. That's a hard word. Cusp of adulthood. Romance blossoms and complicates the group dynamic, and they will have to figure out how to grow without growing apart. Meanwhile, danger looms when the town's threatened by enemies old and new. Eleven and her friends are reminded that evil never ends, it evolves. Now they'll have to bond together to survive and remember that friendship is always stronger than fear. So all that information came from the Internet Movie Database. It's a very good resource if you want to have some information about TV series or movies. So go check that site out. So my prosthetic has dried clear, and I applied my prosthetic, and now I'm rolling down the edges of the prosthetic. You get something like this. So I went on a hunt for a costume, and I found these cute scrunchies and this cute little t-shirt that really reminds me of the 80s, and I'm an 80s girl, so it's like memories, yay. Okay, so I applied a gelatin prosthetic, and if I want to hide the edges a little bit better, then I need some gelatin blender to do so. If you hear some background sounds, I'm sorry, but my fan is running and I'm sitting in my living room doing the voiceover. Okay, so I take a little bit of the gelatin blender and blend the edges. Then I'm gonna remove the stickiness from it with the setting powder from Meron. And then I'm gonna apply some foundation with a beauty blender. So I dot some foundation over my face, and then I'm gonna blend it in with the sponge. Like that, just blending it, and then of course I'm going to set it with the setting powder from Meron. That's a bit too much. Okay, then it's time for some contouring. I do my jawline, temples of my head, my forehead, and of course on my cheeks. Just blending it in, just to get some more definition. And of course I'm going to contour my nose as well. Then it's time for the brows. I use a simple eyebrow pomade and an angled brush. I almost wanted to say lemonade. So here we have the brows. Fits with my nice brown eyes. So remember, eyebrows are sisters, not twins, as Nikki Tutorials would say. Okay, now I'm gonna hollow out my eyes some more because Elle, or 11, has been into a big battle, so it's costing a lot of energy for her, so she gets really fatigued. So I'm building up the colors with the Pro Bruise Wheel from Ben Nye, or Master Bruise Wheel. Of course you need to hydrate. And I'm just going to build up the color gradually. Just a lot of blending. Okay. Tap off your brush when you use some eyeshadow too. And I use the 107 from Titanic. And of course now I'm going to move over to the wound, and I'm going to use the Ultimate FX palette from Dashbow and the European Body Art Blood palette, two of my favorite palettes, and the Titanic 101 detail brush. I'm gonna fill in the wound on my cheek with some reds. And now I'm going to create some bruising with the 109 from Titanic. And I'm just going to use some reds, some purples and blues to make it look like you've been into a battle. Now it's time for some blood, and we use the Ben Nye Fresh Scab Blood. And I just use a tiny bit of blood scab. Just smudge it around a little bit around the wound, like that. And then it's time for some Kensington blood, and it's the aged blood, one of my all-time favorites. And I'm listening to 80s music in the background. I'm just gonna use a small amount of blood on there as well, and I'll smudge the blood around with a baby lotion wipe. Okay, what's next? Yes, the vermilion drying blood, and I'm going to create a bloody nose. So be careful that you don't poke too deep into your nose. I love this blood because it dries and stays put. So you don't smudge that around too much. So you get something like this. Then it's time to get some 80s hair. So I tied my hair, comb it through, and of course Elle has brown hair, not blue hair, so I need to color it. I could have worn a wig, but I decided to use some brown body paint, and this one is from a Superstar. And I'm just gonna color my hair with it, and don't worry, it will wash out. This is taking a lot of time because I got lots of hair. So this is what I got. I didn't cover the back of my head. That's okay because you won't see it. And I'm gonna use some hairspray to kind of seal it. And we're almost ready. Scrunch in. Practicing. Okay, now I have to carefully put on my shirt without getting blood all over it. All right, that is already then. Yay! Almost. Fix my hair. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Same place, different video. Bye!